It says Rome, but again, I would use, you know, the Honeycrisp have been just so good with anything, so it's a really good one. It's brown sugar and the apples, and what you do is you cut the apples, again, using the apple cutter, just toss them in a little bit of brown sugar, and they kind of caramelize, just like that. You want them soft. It may help also to pull them off before they get real cold. But that's all right, we'll work it. Yeah? And now, what we're going to do is the salad. Beautiful mixed greens. And what we have done is we have put in some green onions. I always cut my green onions on the bias so they look different. Yeah? And we're going to do just a vinaigrette dressing. Mustard, apple cider vinegar. I've got some juice. I'm going to add a little juice of 1 lemon. If you want the lemon to really give up all its juice, you would put it in the microwave for just a little bit. Roll it around, put it in the microwave. 15 seconds, 20 seconds, that's all it is that you need to do. And that'll make it give up all its juice. All right? See, that was worth the price of admission, wasn't it?
You always give us.
All right. Now, I always take my little napkin or cloth, like so, and I set that flat. I'm going to, oh, this has got honey in it as well. I'm going to mix up that and get the honey, the mustard, the lemon juice, and cider vinegar. I'm going to mix all that up. You can use a whole grain mustard or you can use a Dijon mustard, whatever. I put my oil, this is olive oil, I put my olive oil into a clear squirt bottle. So much easier than trying to handle a bigger bottle. And I know that I'm going to change this, okay? Keep it somewhere cool, not in the refrigerator, somewhere cool, and please don't put it over the top of the oven, because that's where all the heat goes, heat rises, and it cooks your oil, okay? So keep it, if your oven is there, keep it over on this side and keep it out of the heat. Okay, when you're squirting in, just like this, I'm drizzling it now. It allows me to drizzle, and I can do a vinaigrette dressing. Now I'm looking for about a quarter of a...
You can't see a Meyer brand label on that.
It's called cut and paste. Okay?
Alright.
But I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Because you have to drizzle it, and if you're trying to hold a bottle and it's glugging and it's glurging and you've got the lights in your eye, it's just, at least this way, you have some control on it.
You can have the bottle sitting on the side, Tina.
Yeah, you can put the bottle on the side and just do it. Yeah. But again, all we're doing here is we're making a mustard vinaigrette. Alright. Now, that's simply done just like that. Bless you. Okay. Beautifully done. Okay. And now I take my greens, always in a bowl, and you drizzle a little of the dressing over the greens. Don't go too crazy, just enough to get it wet. Okay. Now, we're going to take a really pretty plate. We're going to take the greens, and again, I'd use this salad also as a salad for the quiche. Yeah, so it's kind of a great way to do it. Because again, you're adding the apples, the feta, and you're doing just a nice sort of presentation. So it gives you an opportunity to talk about 2 types of apples. Yeah, the apple that you've got in the quiche and the apple that you've roasted up already. Okay. So again, just nicely plate that out, leaving all the excess dressing in there, not on the plate. You can drizzle it if you want to make it look pretty. Now, this could be Chef Paul's downfall about getting those little apples off there. Take a little bacon and just take it around the edge of the plate. Just a kind of a word of advice, and Sherry can back me up on this one. know the area that you're going into. So for example, in Dearborn, Michigan, you wouldn't do this with bacon because it's a highly Muslim area, and so you don't really do the bacon. I can remember a time where we did a demo, we did a thing one Friday night in a very traditional Catholic area, and here we are trying to push pork tenderloins.
Right. We had a few people say something.
You know, and everyone would go, "Wait, what are you nuts? You know, this is a real Catholic area. What
Yeah,
are you
but
doing?"
when you told him shut up and eat it, that wasn't very, no, he didn't say that.
Just be grateful it's food, okay?
Yeah, just eat it.
And now we're going to put a nice little bit of feta. Try to get the feta that's got nice clumps and not just, you know, powder. So a nice little bit of feta. If you want to change it to goat cheese, you can. But the whole thing about using feta or goat cheese or Parmesan instead of like a mozzarella or a Swiss or something is that these cheeses have far more flavors in smaller amounts than do the mozzarellas or the provolones or whatever. So you can pass that on as a health benefit, is that you're having far less cheese, much higher flavor, and less fat intake. Okay? But of course, it won't be anything unless, if I can get these apples, no, it won't be anything unless we add some beautiful apples to the mix. All right? And these are just like candied apples, really. They're really, really pretty. And again, you're just going to add that just like this around the edge of the plate. You know, get some sort of symmetry, you know. Someone told me that you always want to do odd numbers, not even numbers. So work out some sort of thing like that, okay? And again, just a word of, you know, from one chef who was always do it on parchment or on foil, not straight on the pan as they tell you to, because cleanup would be a pain in the butt, okay? So do it on this, and then cleanup is, all right? So that's a nice pretty little salad with the goat cheese, the bacon, and the beautiful roasted apples, okay? And again, that can be done very quickly and easily for a TV spot or section. And again, you can talk about the health benefits of, you know, different sorts of greens other than iceberg lettuce and, you know, feta, the cheese, and of course the great apples that are going to add such beautiful flavor. And one of the, you know, add extra, was it 5 or 7 now? Fruits and vegetables that trying to change it all. Okay, so that's an easy one for you to do.